Alright, so what's poppin', you guys? Welcome back to the channel. You guys are going crazy on that last helmet video, so I have another helmet video for you guys today. And it's basically just a recommendation for safety and cool looking helmets, basically. So as you guys can tell, I have 3 different brands right here. I have 4 helmets, but 2 of them are the same brand. So yeah. So these are all helmets with really good quality. I've seen people get in accidents with them. This is the Shoei RF1400. This is the lower range in price. It's still kind of high up there. It is still about $600 to $700, but you can find they have cheaper ones, or you can also go with AGV. That is a PISTA, so that is one of the highest in price, but they do have the K1s, the K3s, the K5s, so those are cheaper and it's still amazing quality. Like I said, I've seen firsthand what they can take. Like my friend flipped, and I think he had a K3, I believe, or a K1. He flipped, and that helmet went through like 3 or 4 different accidents, and he's still doing well. So yeah, so this is the Shoei RF1400. This one has DOT, FM, VSS number 218 certified. So I believe the only ones that these 2 helmets don't have is the Snell rating. So they should all have ECE R22-06. And they're all DOT and FMVSS. So these 3, the only thing that these 2 do not have in common with this one is the Snell rating. But other than that, they have the same ratings for safety. And these 2 as well, they have the FIM rating. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So, and that's something that Shoei doesn't have. They're all really good helmets though, overall. These guys, this is their first helmet that they dropped, and from the looks of it, it looks like a pretty fucking amazing, dope-ass race helmet. And this one is on the lower price, so it could be comparable with the X15 that Shoei has to offer. Only thing with the X15 is that I feel like they don't have carbon or cool designs, and it still looks like, it looks very close to RF1400, which is the street one. So, also, this is all entirely my opinion, how I feel about these helmets. And like I said, from personal opinion and from personal experience, what I've seen them get through. So this is the only reason why I'm saying, you know, I recommend these, just because I've seen what they can take. So yeah. So this is the brand new Alpinestars Supertech R10. Like I said, they have a bunch of safety gear. So this is their first helmet ever, and their colorways are crazy. Like if you get the solid colors, they're around 1.1 out the door. This one was 1.3 out the door, which is still cheaper than the AGV. This is about 2.1 out the door. If you have no discounts, no nothing. I had a discount on this, so it was about 1.9, 1.8 out the door. But it's an expensive helmet. Yeah, these 2 are used in MotoGP, so if they're using it on there, I mean, I can tell you everything you need to know. You know, they're not gonna use something that's not safe enough for a professional rider, a professional racetrack person to use. Like they're just not gonna put their life in danger. So that should tell you a lot of what you need to know. So yeah, this is one very badass helmet to use. In safety wise, it's gonna fucking hold up. 2, it's gonna be another super aggressive helmet. And I feel like a lot of people, like, they like that. And like I said, this one also has speaker cutouts like the Shoei, so I think for street it's still gonna be comfortable. And yeah, so Shoei, I will tell you, if you get a street helmet and it's the RF1400, it is a super quiet helmet. I cannot hear my exhaust. I cannot hear anything around me. If I have the speakers all the way up, it's way too loud for me in there. Like way too loud. The music is super, super loud. And I will show you guys how it sounds to a mic with it on and with it off as well right now. This one, I haven't got to ride with this helmet just yet. So I'm not sure how loud it's gonna be in there. But with the cutouts, it's already telling me a little bit that it's gonna sound pretty good. It already does sound better than this one does. Just with no riding as of right now. So I can't give you the full on opinion on this helmet just yet. And then with this one, like I said, that's kind of like a race and street helmet. This is a racing helmet. So it's meant to cut through winds at high speeds, which it does perfectly, I feel like. One thing that I can tell you, when I turn my head around, I don't feel like the wind is fucking hitting me. On my Shoei, I definitely feel that shit. Like, I can feel it pushing me back. So I don't really like to do it whenever I use the Shoei. I tend to use my mirrors more when I use my Shoei. When I use this one, I know I can turn around, fucking look at my homies, look at the traffic, and I'm fine. That's just not gonna bother me. And I'm gonna have no issue with turning my head back around. Yeah. But the only thing that I will tell you is that if you're using this helmet, I would say if you have Cardo, there's other comm systems out there like Xena, however you pronounce it. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I've never worn it, but if they have like the little part that sticks to something and then you can connect your speaker to it, I would put that to secure it where it's at, because my issue before was it would move around a lot. So I wouldn't really be able to hear if it gets moved around. I would have to kind of like try to pull my helmet to adjust it, or take out my speakers and then put them back in. So that was one issue that I was having. Now I did that. So hopefully it's better the next time I ride in it, but we'll never know. But then again, at the end of the day, this is a very loud helmet, like no matter what, right? And also another thing is that I always have my vents open. I have never closed them. So they're always opened. This one does have less vents than this one. This one has 11 vents, and I believe this one has 5 or 6. I'm not exactly sure. And then this one still has, like, if you want to count this as 3, you can, but it's like one solid vent. And then it has these 2 up here right in front, or 1 if you want to count it as 1. And then it has those 2 on the side. And then I believe this one does have that back vent as well. This one has this huge one up here. I hear this one's fucking, like, it makes a huge difference. And these 2 up here, as well as these. Oh, you know what's really cool that I didn't notice before? Is that right there. It kind of has like wings. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's the first time I see that. So yeah, this one has 11 vents overall. And yeah. So, but yeah, like you can't really complain about the wind noise in these just because, like I said, they're race helmets. Like, that's just the way it is. Like I said, that's a street helmet. If you're looking for comms for a really quiet ride, Shoei R10. I will tell you, it's probably one of the most quietest helmets you will ever wear. I also know Bell, HJC, and Scorpion. I want to say that's what they're called. They have really good budget helmets as well, with really good safety ratings as well. Same ones as these. But this one is 100% carbon fiber, and this one is the forged carbon. This is the Element edition from Alpinestars, so you can get solid colors. They're a little bit cheaper. This is a silver one. And this is the Shoei R10 in the cement gray. And then that's another Shoei R10 in white. That one is a small, medium, large. So this one fits super tight on my head. I've worn it more than any of the other helmets. And for some reason, I don't know if I just haven't broken it in, or, you know, I don't know what it could be. Like, people say this is pretty big, but honestly it still fits pretty tight on my cheeks, and it doesn't move around. My wife, when I had her use my medium helmet, right away she was like, this is way too big, like way too big, and it was just moving around everywhere, so I ended up getting her a small. I don't have that issue. I run a 7 1/8 in fitted hats. Some of them fit me really tight, others fit me like right in the dot. And then also whenever I was in the military, my PC was a 7 3/8 and it fit me like right on the dot. So I don't know the accuracy of this, you know? So I sized up on these two, and like I said, I'm comfortable with them. They don't move around. It's still tight on my head. No finger fits up here. My cheeks are still squished. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta size up a little bit. I do really feel like this one is still way too tight on my head. And like I said, I've used it the most. Like if I go try to attempt stunts, I tend to use that one because it's a little bit cheaper and I don't want to mess these up. And I know it's going to keep me 110% protected. So I tend to use that one. Now if I go for a long ride and I want to be comfortable, I'm going to wear the AGV. This one might fall into there as well pretty soon once I get to use it. As of right now, it's not really in my category of when I choose to use it because I haven't been able to use it and see what it's capable of. But as soon as I get my hands on my bike back, you guys will see the first impressions of me actually wearing it. I have the vlog set up already, the motor vlog set up. I have the mic in there, the chin mount, everything. So we're ready to go as soon as we get the bike back. But enough talking, let's hear these speakers. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm at the same distance as always, which I'm gonna go all the way back until my back is touching this, so you guys will hear it from here. And I'll show you guys what it looks like to wear each helmet and how it could possibly look on you. Full volume. Full volume. I don't know why I turned it off, my bad. So this is also full volume. I'm gonna put it right on my shoulder. So this is also full volume. I'm gonna put it right on my shoulder. If I can hold it, I'm not a lefty, I'm sorry. I have a pretty good mic, so I should be picking everything up. So, and I have the same setup for all of them. All my helmets, I have the Cardo Edge JBL system. So, should be no different. But trust me, it does. On the right, it makes a difference, the helmet you're wearing. This is the only thing I don't like about this fucking helmet is this. Having to push that shit up. So here we go. Like the difference between this is very significant. As in how the speakers sound. Just from this helmet to the AGV. So I'm still at the same distance. Oh shit. So now, let's try the Shoei. Oh, that's crazy. I take it off and I connect it right to my speakers and it connected right to the next one. Same song, same distance. the difference between all three of them is so crazy to me. Like, those speakers in there, that's way too fucking loud for me to like use the whole time. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to lower the volume if I'm wearing the Shoei. This one, I could probably use full volume and still be comfortable. This one, I'm probably even at full volume. There might be a point in time when I'm going above like 60, 70, and it's just not. It's not. I can't listen to it probably, because that's usually my issue. So let me show you guys what it looks like on my head from the sides. So forward. This one. Okay. Forward. My gosh, jeez Louise. Also, the linings on all of these, my top two are definitely those two. Just because I feel like this, like, it's still comfortable, but it's more like, it feels like fucking, at one point, like, if you're taking it off and taking it on, like, consistently, like, over and over and over and over and over again, it feels like fucking sandpaper, bro. But it's still comfortable, like, if you're not doing that. But that's just me, you know, crying about shit, being a little bitch about shit, so. So forward. Now let's do a little thumbnail. So yeah, like I said, this is about $600 to $700, 1,100 to 1,300, and this one's like, if you get one on sale, it's like 1.4 to like over $2,000. So it just depends on what you want to do. Like I said, the safety ratings are amazing in all three of them. So you're gonna be very well protected. But like I said, also you can get the cheaper ones of AGV, K1s, K3s. You know, I think there's a K5 as well. And they're still pretty good bang for your buck. Very good protection. And between the 200 to 400 mark price range. HJC, Bell also, and Aria, I don't know how you pronounce that one. That one's very good as well. And you can find cheaper options like those three. HJC is a really good budget helmet. So is Scorpion, like I told you guys. Make sure that's what it's called. Yeah, they're called Scorpion helmets. Yeah. So like, even like, if you guys are looking at right here, you guys see that? Like $150 for a pretty good helmet. And they have different ones, but these are just like, me personally, I was able to afford it, and I'd rather buy something that I know is gonna be really good in the long run, and I'm not gonna have to upgrade every fucking so often, unless, God forbid, you know, you get in an accident or something and then you have to upgrade or get something newer, you know. But that one's gonna last forever, this one's gonna last forever, that one's gonna last forever. It's not like, okay, yeah, a year and boom, it's gone, you know. Like, if you take care of it and, you know, you're safe on the road and stuff like that, it's gonna last you forever. And even if you get into accidents, I had a buddy that I'm telling you, he wore that shit down until like the last breath of that fucking AGV that he had. And it was a $200, $300 one. And yeah. Like I said, HJC, like right now, my niece has an HJC. And I believe that one was like $200 too. And they have pretty good safety ratings, you know. So like I said, it's just up to you how much you want to spend. But then again, even cheap gear is better than no gear at all. But if you want to get like a bang for your buck, definitely Shoei. Super quiet, super quiet helmet. Yeah, AGV is very good as well. If you get the PISTA, like I said though, it's gonna be very loud. This one, I'm not sure if it's gonna be quiet, if it's gonna be loud yet. I don't know. We'll find out soon. So, but at the end of the day, they're all gonna protect me just as good as any of them might. Like, you know, they're gonna protect me 110%. They're gonna protect me in case of anything. So, you know, it's gonna have a backup in case anything happens. But if you don't got money for it, like I said, get a budget one. I will catch you guys on the next one.